At the Detroit Lake City Council meeting held earlier this month, the City Council decided to grant $425,000 in bonding money to the Detroit Mountain Recreation Area Incorporated Group in order to provide an almost paved parking lot for the Detroit Mountain Recreation Area site. The group had originally asked for $550,000, but the City of Detroit Lakes decided to give $425,000. Now, this brings the total public contribution from the City of Detroit Lakes to about $875,000 when you include the $300,000 that was given originally when the project first started, when they went to the City of Detroit Lakes, and about another $150,000 in design and utilities and other types of ways the city has been able to help out the Detroit Mountain Recreation Area Group. But I personally think this $425,000 is a mistake to give, not because of the project it's going to or anything like that. To be quite honest, I want the Detroit Mountain Recreation Area project. But part of what made this project so great was that it was a grassroots fundraising effort. And now we've got almost 10% of it, frankly, coming from public money, from taxpayer money. And there was an election held in the county where really a couple of county commissioners, I think, lost their seats mainly because they were seen, or perceived at least to potentially be seen as, supportive of the Detroit Mountain Recreation Area project. At least they didn't condemn it outright, when many people outside in the townships really don't see any use for public money in this project whatsoever. So the community as a whole, when you take it from a county perspective, has really spoken on this. Locally, though, the City of Detroit Lakes has felt that this is a good use of public money. However, I have a dispute with this type of public money. The way this $425,000 is going to be given to Detroit Mountain Recreation Area is through a bond. The City of Detroit Lakes is going to bond or borrow the money. The City of Detroit Lakes will then pay back that bonding money in two different ways. Well, really one way, but it paid for two different ways to start. One, a combination of money that's in other reserve accounts for a variety of different departments, and two, with the food and beverage tax money, that 1% we pay on all food and beverage when we go out to eat within the municipal city of Detroit Lakes. Detroit Mountain Recreation Area will cover the interest, so the city will not have to pay any interest on the $425,000. But this is not a loan. This is our food and beverage tax money, and this is our tax money paying for this parking lot. Make no mistake about it. Not one penny of the $425,000 principal has to be paid back by the Detroit Mountain Recreation Area Group. And frankly, in the 5-6 year time frame that they've guaranteed the place would cash flow itself, they couldn't come up with that money. $30,000 to $50,000 has been the conservative estimates of what it would be in the black at the end of each year. But of course, we hope it's more. But here's really what I don't like about that. The food and beverage tax is for parking improvements in Detroit Lakes. That's one of four things. This parking lot is in the township. The food and beverage tax money collected is collected on Detroit Lakes businesses. Food and beverage sold at Detroit Mountain will not be subject to the exact tax that's going to be used to pay for the parking lot. And again, just the fact that this brings it up to this much money. And here's what disturbs me the most about this. It's not the fact that actually it's going to the mountain project. To be honest, like I said, I like this project. Hope it's a great success. I bet you, in fact, most of the business community in Detroit Lakes that's probably going to be collecting this tax is okay with this. But here's the kicker. Here's what I don't like. It tells me the City of Detroit Lakes feels that the ends will justify the means. In other words, we know this really isn't what this tax is supposed to. We know this isn't really what the intention was, parking lots outside the city. But they're going to fudge the numbers a little bit, just do whatever they need to legally make it work, I think. I don't know, maybe it is completely illegal to use it in this fashion. And in the end, they'll say, well, we needed a parking lot to have an upscale facility, and for some reason, Detroit Mountain Recreation Area didn't plan to have a paved parking lot in their plans, so the city is going to come in, rescue it to make this project great. And I think that's wrong, because it says to me the ends justify the means. And if you're just a small private homeowner, business owner, whatever in town, and you know that your city government says the ends justifies the means, how long before you're going to be in the way and moving you, and their mind makes it better for everybody else? Which means, where would you stand as an individual? That's why I do not like this policy. I think it's a bad policy. I don't know if there is food and beverage tax money that could be saved up over years, or it could be done later, if you could take liquor store funds or another alternative funding source. But using this tax for this project, to me, is bending the rules. And to me, morally, the ends can never justify the means.